Welcome back. As I promised, this is the start of the series on how to paint the barricade slash rubble terrain chaos inspired that I made, and here we go. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna try and do the same thing, not leave too much stuff out. If you don't remember, that is what we are painting right now, and you can watch a video being rendered. Yeah, let me know if you think my shit looks horrible. You tell me, or whatever. Some attention's better than no attention, you know. And we're gonna be priming. Alright, so I like to use the Citadel primer. Very fucking expensive, but I noticed that it works so much better than freaking any other dollar store primer, or like some cheap shit you get from Home Depot. For terrain, if you're making big pieces, go ahead and use it. But like something small like this, like I'll just use that, cause it looks like it has more of an even coat, and maybe I just feel better when I use the expensive stuff. I don't really feel like I need to post much of a video on how to prime. You guys probably, if you don't know how to prime, fuck, I don't. You shouldn't even be watching videos on how to make terrain yet. You should be learning how to prime. You know, keep it a good distance away, not too far away, or the primer will start to dry in midair, and then it'll land on your model, and it won't be priming your model, it'll just be covering in black dust. Here, hold on, let me show you an example. This is dollar store primer. Rust-Oleum primer, automotive. This is what I would use as a substitute, but I'm not going to. We are using the good stuff. So, I will prime this model and get back to you. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do the painting, but as I started to realize, it's really going to be hard without a tripod. So I hope the angle is okay, and I hope you guys can see enough. If not, I'm just going to try and talk about what I'm doing in enough detail to where you can understand. So, first thing I'm going to do is get my towel ready, because the key to painting many things well is dry brushing. For this, I'm going to heavy dry brush it, meaning I'm not going to wipe a lot of paint off. I want a lot of the paint still on there, because I don't exactly want this to be too dark. So I'm starting with brown. My colors are basically cheap 99 cents brown. Then I'll hit it with a lighter dry brush of this cranberry wine color, 99 cents, and then the ultra high light with a blood red. And that's my method. Just heavy dry brush. A really thing for novice painters is when you're painting, when you first apply paint, it will always look a lot brighter than when it dries. And sometimes that will cause you to over brighten and then is when it looks different. Because now you'll compare your new patch of paint to your old patch of paint. You'll be like, oh my god, look how much brighter it is. And then you'll go back and brighten your original patch of paint, and then when the whole thing dries, your original patch of paint ends up being brighter. Looks bad. So I'm just going to keep on doing this, and I'll come back. Just a couple things I forgot. I'm starting with the ground, not the actual rubble itself, because I think it's a lot smarter to start with something that you start with something, and if you accidentally touch other shit, you haven't even started painting it, so when you just go right over it. And if I start with the rubble and then move to the ground, I have to get really close to the rubble when I'm doing the ground, so I'm hitting it, and then I'd have to just keep going doing it over. Alright, and with this, I don't want to cover all the black. I just want to cover about 90% of it, because this brown is pretty dark as it is. So if I cover most of it, it will leave a very nice effect. And the black is just too high of a contrast between the reds. It looks kind of unreal, even though the theme is already kind of unreal to begin with, but, you know, so what? Again, using heavy dry brush, almost stifling, just kind of working it back and forth. Oh, the camera just took a shit. And, you know, still looks kind of black almost. But now we'll move up to the next level. Alright, so, stepping up. Stepping up to freaking the cranberry wine. Oh, and if people maybe might not like the fact that I smoke cigarettes and play or do a tutorial for games played by young children. Don't smoke, kids, unless you want to look really cool, which is a joke. Don't smoke. And if you ever do find yourself smoking cigarettes, my advice to you is go to jail. It'll get you on the path to quitting really quick.